Welcome back to Libby Uncensored Part 2. What is not considered a real relationship? How many of you feel like you're the only one in the relationship, or you feel like a dirty little secret rather than a partner? When a person that you're dating never takes you to meet their family or even mentions their family, that could be a red flag. You have to remember when you're in a relationship that you've been in for a year or whatever, you're going to go to family events. That's just rule of thumb. That is part of a relationship, is Thanksgiving dinners with both sides of your families. If you're not incorporating that, you're not in a relationship. I'm sorry. Maybe some of the family live out of town, but it's a point that they don't know about you or the other person. That's not a relationship. They embarrassed, or what's the problem? Men and ladies, because this happens to the men as well. This is the 20th century. It doesn't take a year to realize your relationship is legit or not. This type of relationship is not healthy. It's emotionally and mentally exhausting. And as much as it might hurt for the one who is in a relationship, you have to let go. Depending on the length that you've been in this situation, sometimes you may confuse love with security. That's no reason to stay. Some of you may wonder, what do I know? I know plenty about all sorts of different types of relationships, but if there isn't love for both sides, then there's nothing. Why do you want to stay in a relationship that's one-sided when you're missing out on a whole world out there? You're just cheating yourself. You're cheating years of happiness from yourself. If there's no abuse and it's the simple fact that one is not into the relationship as much as the other, get your head out of the snow and walk away. You're losing your credibility, your self-respect, and respect from others when they can see what you're not seeing very clearly, and it makes you look like a joke. I'm not here to rub salt in the wound. I'm only stating the facts. If they don't love you and aren't sharing things with you like real relationships do, what is the point? I've noticed a lot of people in these types of situations, they waste away, pine away over someone who isn't worth it and lose out on someone who would have been worth it. I get that you may not emotionally be strong enough, but get counseling, or if you have a best friend, talk it out, lean on people who really care about you. A lot of people plaster their situations all over the media. That doesn't help you get past anything. It just keeps the pain going. You have to resolve the issue and move on. And I'm not being mean, but does posting the situation all over media resolve anything? Does it make them love you again? The answer is probably not. I think that if you're sharing a story about a relationship in the right context to help people to be aware and what to look for is great, but not mudslinging. No, I don't. I do believe that people that are in bad situations will relate to someone who also has been in a situation similar to theirs if it's done correctly.
I do this show not because I get anything out of it, but because I care deeply for anyone who's been in any of the situations that I have been in.
I am the voice of the producer of this small show, familiar with physical abuse, emotional abuse, toxic relationships, and she uses me as a voice. This show was not created as a get-rich-quick scheme. She does not care about that. What she does care about is if this helps just one person, she's done her job. Even sometimes just talking to a complete stranger relieves a lot of stress, kind of like those people in the bars who sit up there and talk to the bartender, kind of like that. And sometimes I might come off a little cold and unfeeling, but that's not the case. I'm not here to babysit you. I'm here to help you figure it out. I'm the voice of a person who is their own psychiatrist, who had to work through issues by herself, even as a small child, and is probably the strongest person you'll ever meet.
Starting over is not easy. It really is, and I'm not going to say it is. And there will be times old demons may come back to haunt you, but you got to hold it together. Hope everyone has enjoyed the show. Next topic is going to be a little story, so just stay tuned. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching.